Uganda women's national football team overcame Zambia on Tuesday in a practice game as the two nations continue with preparations for the forthcoming Women Africa Cup of Nations 2022 edition. The Crested Cranes were ruthless, outwitting the Copper Queens with a 5-0 win in a game played at Granda Stade Marrakesh. Viola Nambi led the way with a brace, while Fauzia Najemba, Rita Kivumbi and substitute Fazila Ikwaput added a goal apiece. The 2022 Total Energies African Women's Cup of Nations will be held from 2nd to 23rd July in Morocco in two of the world's most famous cities, Casablanca and Rabat. Elsewhere in sport, in tennis, Serena Williams is unsure whether she will play at Wimbledon again, but she says Tuesday's first-round exit has motivated her for future Grand Slams.
Today I gave all I could do, today. Maybe tomorrow I could have gave more, maybe a week ago I could have gave more, but today was what I could do. And at some point you have to be able to be okay with that. And that's all I can do. I can't change time or anything.
The 23-time major winner lost to Frances Harmony Tan in a gripping 3-set match as she returned to SW19 after a year out with injury. 7-time Wimbledon singles champion Williams, who is chasing Margaret Court's record of 24 Grand Slam singles, said she did not want Tuesday's loss to be her final memory of a court on which she has had so much success. In the men's singles, Spain's Rafael Nadal continued his bid for an improbable calendar Grand Slam by fighting off Francisco Cerundolo to win on his return to Wimbledon. Nadal, aged 36, was 2 sets and breakup before the Argentine took the third. British number 1 Emma Raducanu and 2-time champion Andy Murray will resume their Wimbledon campaigns with challenging encounters on Wednesday. US Open champion Raducanu, 19, faces former world number 4 Caroline Garcia, while 35-year-old Andy Murray takes on a big serving American, John Isner. In the World Cup moment, 1970 FIFA World Cup in Mexico, Brazil retained the Jules Rimet Trophy for keep.
Mexico 70.
The 1970 FIFA World Cup was the 9th edition of the FIFA World Cup, the quadrennial international football championship for men's senior national teams. Held from 31st May to 21st June in Mexico, it was the first World Cup tournament held outside Europe and South America, and as a result, it was also the first held in North America. Two teams representing 75 nations from all 6 populated continents entered the competition, and its qualification rounds began in May 1968. 14 teams qualified from this process to join host nation Mexico and defending champions England in the 16-team final tournament. El Salvador, Israel and Morocco made their debut appearances at the final stage. The tournament was won by Brazil, who defeated another 2-time champion and UEFA Euro 1968 winner Italy by 4-1 in the final.
Saiu do Faquete, Pelé, precisa nem olhar, Rei, que o capitão chegou para fuzilar pro gol!
Furthermore, during the tournament, Brazil also had to defeat another 2-time champion, who were South American champions Uruguay by 3-1 in the semi-final, and defending champions England 1-0 in the group stage. This is currently the only time that the winning team defeated the European and South American champions alongside the tournament's defending champions. The win gave Brazil its 3rd World Cup title, which allowed them to permanently keep the Jules Rimet Trophy, and a new trophy was introduced in 1974. The victorious team, led by Carlos Alberto and featuring players such as Edson Arantes do Nascimento, Pelé, Gerson, Jairzinho, Rivelino and Tostão, is often cited as the greatest ever football team. They achieved a perfect record of wins in all 6 games in the finals, as well as winning all their qualifying fixtures. Isaac Akugiziwe, Rest TV Sport.